What is up, my tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on Arena, some more Bro War. Hopefully you're enjoying. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. And don't forget to leave a comment at the end of the video. What is this card? Funny that how there's still rares that I haven't seen or played with in this format. 1 mana, 1/1. Death Touch as long as you have 3 or more artifacts. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. If this is the first time this is a resolve this turn, put a 1/1 counter on it. That is pretty darn good. Okay. So it's a 1/1 that just keeps keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger. The more artifacts you have. This pack is just very good in general. Lots of good green cards here. Rust Goliath, Boulder Branch Golem, Argothian Sprite, Obstinate Baloth. And then we have like Horn Stone Seeker. So fantastic pack. This Tiefling Wormlet looks pretty fun though. Let's take that. Haven't had that before. Another pretty good follow-up pack. There's a Skyfisher Spider if we want to, or a Boulder Branch Golem if we want to stick with green. Skull Flare is good for the self-mill. What is better here, Spider or Golem? I think taking the Golem is probably best, because you can just play Golem in any deck. It's nice when you have the green so you're able to prototype it, but in this format, this card, I mean, I say it every single time, is just one of my favorites. I'm going to take that here over Spider. Keeps us open. As we get a third pick, another Golem. Yes, passing Excavation Explosion. Another Rust Goliath. Okay, I like this start. Tiefling Wormlet and a couple of Boulder Branch Golems. So, with 2 Golems already, we're definitely going to want to pick up some good ramp Power Stones or otherwise. And yeah, I mean, we're getting 4th pick Stone Seeker is also a pretty big signal, I think. Ooh, actually, so is Stern... Well, maybe Stern Lesson is less of a signal, but I like Stern Lesson quite a bit. I think this card is tremendous, but I think Stone Seeker is just slightly better than it is. Ichor Wellspring is also pretty good in this format, I have found. This is close. I'm going to go with the Stone Seeker here, but I think Stern Lesson is super, super good. Yeah, okay. Let's do that. Red-green ramp, perhaps. Turn 1 Tiefling Wormlet, turn 2 Horn Stone Seeker would be pretty nice, because the Power Stones do trigger. Why is my light flickering? What are we getting past as our 5th pick? An Evolving Wilds? No, we have both Shoot Down and a Gaia's Courser. Good choices. I don't think you need the Courser here when I already have 2 Golems, although this is a good card, but I think the Shoot Down's just a little bit safer. So unlike Disenchant or something, I think Shoot Down you can probably run a few more even, just because it also hits those flyers, which there are a ton of in the format. Yeah, I'll take a shoot here. Ooh, okay. Well, now I wish I had taken the first Stern Lesson, because we're seeing a second one here now, and I think this, again, is maybe the best blue common. Subjugation's good as well. Pendragon, Strongbow, fantastic red common for the sack deck. Could also take the Steel Exemplar here if I wanted to stay heavy, heavy green, but I think this is a good sign, and it's really good for the ramp decks too, so I like that. Over the Top. This is a fun one, especially if you have a ton of Power Stone creation. You know what? I might try this for the fun of it. I don't think this is a good card, but if we do end up in red-green ramp, why not go for a little fun? Alright, and probably just a Koilos Rock here for some more ramp. Power Stone. I mean, this is 5 mana to get the Power Stone, but nothing else in this pack looks that good anyways. If I end up in red-green ramp, I will play this. But yeah. Each player reveals number of cards from the top of their library equal to the number of non-land permanents they control. Puts all permanents they revealed this way on the battlefield and puts the rest into their graveyard. So It's a fun, like, what's it called? Genesis wave for both players. Actually, this could probably mill somebody out very easily late in the game. If they've made a ton of Power Stones, I could see this, like, effectively milling 10 plus cards. Yeah, that is definitely over the top. Yeah, this is a good start. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 ways to make Power Stones. This is 9th pick, and we're getting some of the good green cards back. That's nice. I'm going to go with the 2-drop here, because I think it's a lot easier to get the top end. Third Path Savant, another good mana sink for blue. Power Plant Worker and Self-Assembler on the wheels, also kind of interesting. I think I'll take the Assembler first and see if we can get the workers later. Okay, we'll take that Third Path Savant now. Seems fine. Yeah. Stern Lesson Wheeling. Okay, good, good, good. So, might just be locking ourselves into the blue then. Like I said, Stern Lesson's one of my favorites in the blue deck. Because, I mean, it's ramp, but it also finds you your relevant cards. And a lot of times, it's pretty easy to flood out in this format as we get a nice mine worker there. Okay, that gives us our first of the workers. Like, in a recent video, I had a really good blue-green deck, blue-green ramp deck, and in a lot of my games, I just flooded out, kind of unlucky, feels like, so these lessons do a really, really good job. Don't think Philagi Archaeologist is all that good. Maybe, I guess it blocks early. I like this. This is a good start. And this is only pack 1. Ran Spider, the open here for pack 2. I'm not a big fan of this card. I think it's okay, though. It does give you the opponent the first use of their Power Stone, which can obviously be problematic, but the ability is quite strong. The thing is, how many 7 mana sinks do I want? Well, we already have like a Sprite and a Savant. So is it better maybe just taking the Foundry Inspector here instead? Maybe. Double-edged sword for sure. But not a bad one. Especially, you know what, let's try it. Especially if we are gearing up to be the ramp deck, then hopefully we can utilize this a lot more efficiently than our opponents can. We move on to pick 2. Nothing good here for us. Another rock is whatever. Recluse is okay. Remorse is probably the best card here, but I mean, I guess I could try splashing it. It's that much better than everything else. Sure. I don't lose much, and I potentially gain a really, really good removal spell. We have here for pick 3. All right, better choices now. Flow of Knowledge is all right. Subjugation, Shoot Down. Flow of Knowledge is another really, really good card draw spell, but how many islands are we going to be running here? It feels like we're going to be heavier green, so maybe just taking the Subjugation or the Shoot Down number 2 is better. I feel like the Subjugation's more likely to wheel. I'm going to go ahead and take the second Shoot Down here. Okay, good pack. A lot of disenchants going around, but I don't think those are all that important. Epic Confrontation, a third Golem, our first Power Plant Worker. I guess I probably want the removal spell here. If I didn't have a golem already, maybe I take that. Yeah, I'm going to take the confrontation over the power plant. And now we get... Well, we could take another epic confrontation, but we have an Argothian opportunist. The best green common. This is a good cycle of cards. The green has the opportunist, the blue has stern lesson. 3 mana cards that make a power stone. That's great. Okay, we will get... Well, actually, do I need the subjugation, or maybe I take the power plant worker now? Gives us 2 targets for the assembly worker, gives us 2 of the 3. I don't think we've even seen a tower worker yet, so... I'm losing out on the subjugation, courier, and maybe scatter ray, but I think this makes sense. Another Argothian sprite, or another epic confrontation. Yeah, this is going well. Lots of good green stuff coming our way. To make sure I have enough artifacts for our Tiefling as well. But we have plenty, especially since we have all those Power Stone producers. Could also consider Take Flight, but I don't think in blue-green it's as good. Like, this card is fantastic, but I'm not sure it's necessary here. I think I'd rather just take another sprite. Stone retrieval unit over nothing. I don't think forging is going to be good enough for us. Yeah, so 4 mana. Little ramper. Maybe we play Scatter Ray. Scatter Ray's okay when I have Stern Lessons. Like, you can pass with Stern Lesson open. If they do something relevant, you can Scatter Ray it. If not, Stern Lesson. And then if late game, you can discard the Scatter Ray to Stern Lesson, right? Coating with double shoot down is interesting. I would need much more, though, to make that relevant. I think the Firebomb might actually be playable here. It is very expensive, but it is removal. And, well, with the Nump ramp, I think it makes sense. Okay, we did wheel the Flow of Knowledge. That's good. I will consider playing this most definitely. Ah, the Golem wield. Nice. This is like my favorite artifact creature. Definitely my favorite of the prototypes. The common and uncommon prototypes, that is. Yeah, this deck looks fantastic. I mean, this is a 2-pack deck right here. We're at 22 playables already. We still have a full pack to go. So easiest on my chopping... Wow, we wheeled the Take Flight too. What? Oh, we opened one of the grossest. So I'm never going to be able to prototype this, but as a 6-mana 5/4 flyer that gives a creature one of these abilities, it's insane. Oh, we opened a Keening Stone too. Brutal. It's actually crazy to think that both of these cards are kind of bomby. Keening Stone could, in theory, win more than the Steel Seraph, but I've played with Keening Stone before. I know how it plays out. I'm going to take the Seraph. Another stupid coffin, boo. Get our 3rd shoot down now? I do think Take Flight's a cut. I think Stone Retrieval Unit's the most filler of our producers. And right now, with Power Plant, Self-Assembler, and Mine Worker, like, if I don't get a Tower Worker, we might not run those. I don't think I'll be taking any more shoot downs, though. 3 is probably my limit. Not huge on flow. If I pick up another Stern Lesson, I think Flow of Knowledge can be an easy cut. Okay, there's the Tower Worker. Good old Howling Mine OG. Oh, Spotter Thopter's also quite good. I guess because I already have a lot of good top end, I'd rather take the Tower Worker, which gives us the full trio. I mean, it also ramps us nicely. There's a Subjugation now. Maybe play that over Firebomb. Artifact count is at 9, and that's not including any of the Power Stone producers, so we're good on that front, I think. What was my creature count? 15? Okay, that's good. Another Take Flight. Sprite. Colossus. This is where I'm debating, like, cutting the power plant, the tower, and the worker and the mine worker, and just filling up with other cards, like maybe a third Sprite, first Colossus. I'll take a third Sprite for now. Alloy Animus too, huh? That is good with Power Stones, but how many do I actually have? Do I have enough? Not really. We have 3 ways to make a Power Stone, right? 4 ways. 2 Lessons, Opportunist, and the Rock. So I think I'm just going to take another Synchronization here. Or not Synchronization, Subjugation. Second Subjugation over second Confrontation. Levitating Statue. I like this card, but maybe not for this deck. I don't think we're going to play any of these blue or colorless cards, though. 8th pick. Okay, there's another Courier. Another Scatter Ray. Giant Growth. Oh, you know what? We don't have any of the Gaia's Mites or Gaia's Blessings or whatever. Not Gaia's something. The Hexproof card. That's what we're missing. Wheeling Rock. My Machine Over Matter. And another Rock's probably fine too. 3/3 Flyer with Power Stone. Another Sprite. 4 Sprites. Second Mine Worker. Yeah, I feel like we can probably just cut the the worker plan. Although that's cut a lot of my artifacts now. Which means my Wormlets may be a little bit worse. No, not really. Wormlet's still great. We just won't have the early artifacts to play. This looks good to me. I think. Probably can shave 1 Sprite. Scatter Ray. I think I can cut that too, actually. How much card draw do I have? 2 Stern Lessons, Savant, the Thran. Do I want to play that Take Flight after all? I'd be much more keen to run the Take Flight if I had picked up one of those hexproof green tricks. But since we didn't, I'm not sure I do. Maybe just run the Flow of Knowledge again. Maybe I mean, the Tower Worker is still okay in my deck. Given our top end too. It's just I have so many things to do with my mana already, you know? And it might just be best to run like another... it might just be best to run another Power Stone producer. I think I have enough mana sinks. Yeah. Right? 3 Sprites mana sinks, Savant mana sink, Spider mana sink, that's 5. I think that's okay. Go 7 and 9, or no, 8 and 9. Something like that. Okay, that looks good to me. Little blue-green rampy here. I think blue-green ramp's one of my favorite decks in this format. I seem to draft it quite a bit, but I feel like that's because I like cards like Stern Lesson too much, and I like Boulder Branch Golem too much. And as a result of taking those higher than normal, I end up drafting this kind of deck higher than normal, you know? With more frequency. Alright, round 1 we go. This is a sad keeper. We have no ramp. This is probably going to be a game where we play the golem out on turn 4. Alright, if we can draw one of our 3-mana ramp cards next turn, that would be the dream. No complaints that we just simply drew another land, though, since we do need them. That, I think, is just something we want to confront. Save shoot down for a bigger threat, even though we have 3 shoot downs in the deck. Okay, yeah, let's just keep the curve. With subjugation and shoot down, if the opponent just plays like a creature next turn instead of having a removal spell, they're going to be under a lot of pressure. Like just a Rust Goliath here would be fantastic. Oh, that's fine too. Well, Seraph it is. Make them have an answer. What a crazy, crazy card. Still pretty freaking nuts even when you don't have access to white prototype. Oh! Nasty. Well, good news is that is a beautiful shoot down target. And then we can subjugate to lock that down, and then also play the Wormlet. So I got punished for not using the Weak Stone on the Ritualist, because that allowed them to have the double red for their dragon, but who's going to play around that? So while we don't want to draw a land's not garbage for sprite activation. Land is good. Oh, they must have Overwhelming Remorse in their hand or something. They probably should fire it off if they do. Could also be Disfigure, I guess. But if they had Disfigure, they might have saved their Hajar. Yeah, it is. Good choice. Because that was going to be a problem. But if I draw a land, I get to activate Savant. They can't attack here, so... No point drawing main phase. Good. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about, having good mana sinks like frickin' Savant here. 3 mana 2/3, but then just sit back and draw, 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 baby. Draw, frickin' draw. Alright, 1-0 start. Good, good. On to the next. Alright, this is a little bit sketchy, as we are on the draw and our plan is to go spider, but I guess versus red-white, maybe they won't have as many ways to deal with the, or to utilize the treasure. Autonomous Assembler, 2/2, Vigilance, and then they can pump itself, huh? I wonder if they're gonna tap and, yeah, immediately do the pump. Oh, that was a good draw. I think I prefer getting the Opportunist online first, instead of going for Subjugation, because that's pretty inefficient to do that. So I can't even block here, because it attacks as a 4/4. Yeah. Hopefully we don't just get soloed by that 2-drop, but we might. Sure. Alright, my little spider friend. Don't punish me for giving the opponent a Power Stone. That's fine. And now we start slamming our babies. So, we have lots of things to do with our mana for now, but if we ever run out of gas, we have Spider Activation or Sprite. Let's go to combat. Sure. What you got? Defensive Military Discipline. Got me. And I've got more where that came from. Now, the creature only gains first strike on the turn that they cast the Discipline, but it still is a 5/4 now, so it means it's going to be trading with our Golem at any point. And that's a pretty nice draw. Alright, we go for it. Exile, so no unearth. Bada bing, bada boom. Good, good. And Reagan, it's a good one. Sure. Okay. So we can sack 2 and make it a 4/5 right now, but man, we're very far ahead. I'm gonna probably just start activating the spider and looking for more of our top end. Or maybe now flyer's better. You got me. Sure. I like this attack, because if they want to eat the spider, they have to sack 2 of their artifacts, and then they take 9. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Sure. They decided not to sacrifice their assembler, though. Big plans for it, maybe. You can kill one rock, but I've got another one. Whoa! You cannot attack. What? So they just plan on chumping? Figured they might have to try to double block with the strong bulls. In any case, didn't matter. Okay. I like 2-0 starts. 2-0 starts are great starts to 7-0s. In the early morning. Morning, afternoon, evening, good night. I don't know, wherever you are. How are we looking here? Not bad, we're on the play, so makes a hand like this a lot better. Turn to Stern Lesson for little ramps. Be pretty cool if the Koilos Rock was an artifact to ramp into. Maybe that would have been too good though. 5 mana 3/3 flash flying artifact. That makes a Power Stone. Probably would have been too good. Too easy to go any of the ramp cards into it. Alright, why is my damn light flickering? Dead pixels. Island booties. We are on the draw land plan, so easy discard for Stern. Commando. Okay. Pretty good. We get to go Sprite plus Spider. Gives us access to Golem next turn if we want to. It's called Spider. Will they realize it has reach? Commando, okay. Equip and attack with both? Equipping the one that already has haste. Alright, well, they do recognize it as reach, clearly. Yeah, I'm just gonna play on my big old golem. Feels good having this many mana sinks in my deck. Look at this. Like, Sprite, 7 mana activation, Spider, 7 mana, Savant, 7 mana. I'm not gonna run out of things to do even if I draw lands for the next couple turns, you know? I guess they can move the boots to the worker to give them haste. I think I'm just gonna attack with the golem this turn though, and not the Sprite. I don't want them to block and force myself to pump when I would rather be doing other things now. Okay. Oh, they're just gonna bounce it to their hand, that's fine. Sure. Spider's actually just doing work as a 2/4 reach, isn't it? Pretty nice. What you got, buddy? Pass? Alright, I'll flash it out. Must have a counter or something. Sure. Whatever. So the sprite can't be blocked by the worker. If they want to block with one of their flyers, we can just pump. They could double block my golem. But I think we'd be pretty happy with that 2-for-1. Oh. They're giving me the offer of taking a 2-for-1 this way. Okay. I'll take it. Sure. Deal. Slows down my board development, but I think we're pretty okay with that. Not equipping the boots. It doesn't necessarily mean they have anything. Okay. Well, I think I'm just gonna go sprite and pass. Because if we sprite pass, we can level it up to a 4/4 end of turn and then make it a lethal creature by itself next turn, since they keep forgetting to activate their mine worker. So now we just go punch their only non-artifact, level up the sprite, and that's game over. That's a good one. I mean, they missed like a couple points of life, but I don't think it would have mattered ultimately. Nice little 3-0 start to the day. Let's keep cruising. We'll be playing against a baby Jesus now. And is decent. Needs to find a land and then like Argothian Opportunist off the top for the dreams. Oh, Stern Lesson also works if we can find a third land. I don't know if this card is that good. I keep seeing a lot of people play it. It's probably fine, but... Play a third one off of the first one. Dang it. My neighbor's like using a leaf blower now. Annoying. Alright. Really need to find a third land. Third land and all of our dreams come true. My Rel Shield of Argive. During your turn, your opponents can't cast spells or activate abilities of artifacts, creatures, or enchantments. Whenever it attacks, create X11 soldiers for X the number of soldiers. These aren't they are soldiers! Oh my god. That's gross. Well, they're gonna make a bunch of tokens here. Next turn, though, I can go Thran Spider, pump up the Wormlet to a 3/3, and then confront Myrel. Maybe they don't even attack, because I can double block. Green, white soldiers, huh? Okay. Well, I hope they just make a random golem off of that right now. Mask is really good, but... Wait, what on earth? Weird, okay. It's just to get through. Sure. Well, I can't kill Myrel this turn again, so... Ah. I mean, I might just get swarmed by 1/1s. Hopefully you guys can't hear the leaf blower back there. I think my noise gate is set to a good enough level to where that's not going to be a problem. Yeah, they just snowball so hard here. It's gross. Look at this. Now they get 5 more. Or 6 more because it's a token itself. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna block. Nine 1/1 soldiers. Well, 11, but... What the heck? What just happened here? They're splashing Genius off of, like, Stalwarts? I mean, I have to kill this. That's very weird. That is super strange, okay. Well, they are gonna swarm me, but I have Golem next turn to regain 6. Ugh. I mean, we got soloed by 1 card. That's all there was to it. Are you kidding? Okay, this is hilarious. This is actually pretty unreal. I like what they're doing, but how? I mean, you have to draw... I wonder how many Stalwarts they have. They have to draw, like, perfectly in order to do this. Yeah, there's another one. Okay. Yeah, I mean, maybe they just have like 10 Stalwarts. But again, the only card that was relevant in this game is the Myrel. If we kill the Myrel immediately, or before they make 6 more tokens, we can never lose this game, even through their geniuses. I'm sad. I'm happy it's working out for them, but I'm sad that we are on the receiving end of them drawing what they needed to draw perfectly. Okay. Yeah. I'm not dead, but we're damn well close. And now we're dead. We tried. This is hilariously bad. Love it. Love it! GG. I'm salty only because we lost to Myrel. And that they had to draw perfectly to make that double genius draw work out. But maybe they're 400 IQ to my 200 IQ. I don't know. GG's. On to game 5. All right, another situation where we need to draw a third land, but we're on the play, so the spider's kind of nice here if we can play it turn 3. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. They're probably playing black-red then. Okay, well, so giving this opponent another Power Stone is not going to be great, but I think we still need to do so. Yeah. Enjoy the Power Stone, you're welcome. And they're immediately attacking, huh? Well, I don't think I need the spider, so if they want to use +2/+0 or whatever, sure, I'm okay with this. Ooh, they can activate that at the end of my turn. They don't need to do this now. Sure. It's kind of a weird play, but okay. So are they gonna fracture my sprite this turn? Like, that's fine by us, I think. Then we get to resolve our Seraph? Okay. Not that Sprite is a bad target for Power Stone, because I have 7 mana next turn, potentially. From their point of view. They played their land before doing this, didn't they? Oh, they hit Emergency Weld. Wait, there's nothing in their graveyard, though. So the Emergency Weld they can play until the end of their next turn, which means they can Power Stone an artifact away this turn, and then Emergency Weld it back the other turn. Looks like they just took another mountain. Oh my god, I have 2 neighbors using, like, Weed Whackers and Leaf Blowers now. Incredible. Oh, let's go with this instead. I'm gonna lead on my Boulder Branch Golem. And then we can go for the Seraph next turn. Because this is more power and we can give it flying. Plus, we'd rather have the Seraph live than the Golem if they have, like, an overwhelming remorse. Just a Gigamole. Milling Mishra and 2 mountains. All right. So we're gonna give the retrieval unit flying because the boulder branch just attacks freely into these. Now, if I give the golem flying there, I do just have lethal in the arrow, but they didn't even block. They are really on the back foot. Yeah, that's Desperation Dig. They need to find a removal spell. Yeah, I'm not blocking. You can hit me for 2. Is it gonna be... I haven't conceded yet. Hey, okay. Alright, 4 and 1 now. Good, good, good. Mono green, no problem. And we just need to win 3 more before we lose 2 more. G6 on the play. Mediocre hand. Needs to find something to do on turn 3 or 4. Turn 1 recruitment officer. Don't love to see that. We'll trade if offered. Okay. I'm in for it. Aha! Replacement. Well, they don't have a second land, but I have nothing to do, so... Okay. This is kind of sad, but feels like correct. I've drawn 3 lands in a row, whereas my opponent has drawn no lands. Yeah, we're gonna try to flash and get him with the Koilos. Maybe they just concede. Blood versus screw. If I don't draw another threat... Okay. If I didn't draw another threat, they could actually get out of that, but... What a very sad game that was. I mean, they had 3 1-drops, but... That wasn't even a game, I guess I should say. That was not magic. That was magic, baby, but that wasn't magic. On to the next. It's a sad keeper, I guess. Need to find a few lands. Never gonna mulligan this hand on the draw. And even on the play, you're gonna keep it. Tiefling Wormlet. You know, this has not gotten larger than a 2/2 yet for us. So maybe this time we can actually get a large worm growing. Maybe not. Did like drawing 2 lands in a row. Let's find... Oh, come on. Stern Lesson or Opportunist next turn. Be ideal. But I won't mind just using like Confrontation on a 2/2 if they have one. That is not a 2/2. It is also not a playable. So this only grows once a turn. Whenever an artifact enters the battlefield under your control, you gain 1 life. If this is the first time this ability is resolved, put a 1/1 count. Yeah, so you always gain life. It reads like, but you only get the 1/1 counter once per turn. We're just going to lead on Stone Retrieval Unit. Try to ramp up to these 7 drops. Okay, there's an artifact for us to eventually shoot down. So gain 2 life, get a counter, get a Power Stone. Not shabby. Want to draw a forest next turn. No, my worm. Yeah, no blocks. Forest was indeed the draw. Actually, I think I'm just going to shoot down the cohort. They'll sack it in response to Strong Bull, but it ain't getting better. Like, now that we're 1 land away from just hard casting the golems, I think that's the plan. No unearth, okay. So they might tap out this turn. Or close enough, I guess. That's good. So I'm gonna go for shoot down on the Onulet. They're gonna sack it to the Strong Bull, and then I'm gonna subjugate the Strong Bull. I just need 1 land. If I start slamming 6/5s, or yeah, 6/5 gain 6s, it's gonna be hard to lose, I think. So they can go double unearth next turn. Be 7 damage. Or they might want to actually unearth 1 at a time because of the Strong Bull. They can sack and deal extra pings. No, they're just gonna go for it. Okay. So let's see, if I take 7... Oh, never mind. I guess I'll take 8 here and go to 3. They'll sack the token. They lose both of these, though. They gain 2 life. Land? Beautiful. Alright, and now our confidence is back up. Gaining 12 life over the course of 2 turns seems pretty good versus red-white aggro. That's fine. That's why we didn't attack with the retrieval unit. And another. At one point I was at 3 life. Okay. Now we just look for one of our mana sinks. I guess we just sit back and wait. Top deck battle. I do want to play out the land, I think, right? That gives us 10, so now if I draw my Savant, I can play the Savant, activate, and then play another land. That's fine. I might just need to still confront the Strongbow later. Oh, that's fantastic. Okay, there we go. There's one of our mana sinks. So I give the opponent an extra treasure, or whatever, Power Stone, but now we get to start digging for more artifacts. This is not just sorcery speed, right? Yeah. Yep, this is all fine. Nice, let's get that. I think we're gonna baby step it. No rush to get super aggro. I'm gonna flash out the rock end of turn. Then we can give the rock lifelink, right? Oh no, this can target itself. Okay. That's probably gonna lock it up now. I guess we main phase this. I could epically confront something with my lifelinker now, but I don't see us needing to do that. Probably should wait to see if they draw some more relevant threat, you know? So the Cindermaw would stop life gain. But, I mean, we're back up to 20. We've gained 17 life this game so far. There's a lot of tokens. I assume they're just going to sack to their Strongbow. Nice. Fight the Cindermaw. Give our Seraph lifelink. Attack him for 6 lifelink plus 3 other damage. Okay. Yeah, Spider doing work here. Casually getting 22 life versus the red-white aggro deck. I love it when a plan comes together, huh? Alright, 6-1. One more for the trophy. Feels good! Especially after yesterday's debacle. I think we had a very similar deck yesterday. Maybe minus a couple of mana sinks, but we just kind of drew poorly, maybe. But today we're drawing well. I can taste the trophy on the horizon. That does not look like a keep to me. No plays until turn 4, and that's if we draw land. Alright, well. Not gonna go down to 5, but this hand's pretty miserable. Hopefully they don't come out too quickly. Do they want to grab a land? I take one. Come on, Stern Lesson. Opportunist. That is bad. Maybe. Alright. 3 draws, 3 land. Am I gonna just die to this? Yeah. Mulligan to 6. Draw 4 lands in a row. I killed the 3-1 since I had Unearth. Golem next turn can block any of those. But I would guess they probably have access to some removal now. That's not a bad draw. I think we have to save that for their 4/4 though. So I'm gonna go to 7 if they go like shoot down or disenchant. Okay, that's not too bad right now. I mean, that's going to kill us too, but right now we're more concerned about them pushing damage than oh my god. We're more concerned about them pushing damage than milling us. Holy smokes. 5 lands drawn and 1 subjugation. We do have 2 more shoot downs that can deal with the altar, although if I don't find one, yeah, we'll probably just die. That Onulet represents 8 mil with the altar. So, I'm gonna go with Golem this turn, and then next turn I have to dig for one of my other shoot downs. 4, 5, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. Alright, shoot down or bust. Hey. That gives us a chance. So, very unlikely they're gonna sack their entire board anymore. Because they won't be able to unearth the Onulet in the same turn. They might sack like the Engineer to get another Power Stone, but I have 20 cards, yeah. So, all of a sudden, things are okay again. We still have a lot of action left in the deck. They milled another Stern Lesson, a Weak Stone, some other nonsense. Good. Good. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna shoot that down too. That's fine. Go, my little teethling. Or teething. Teething wormlet, not teethling. We will make it a 2/2 plus gain a life end of turn here. The tides have turned. The tides have turned, and we have a lot of good stuff to draw still. Build the Gwenna. Get to start smacking in, although the Pristine Talisman's going to keep them pretty healthy for a long time. Ooh, another nice draw. We can activate that immediately. We want to play that pre-combat to... Wait, I guess that doesn't matter. Growing our wormlet doesn't matter. Oh, whatever I gave them, they kept. Sure. We're looking for our big ol' 5/4 flyer, whatever it's called. The avatar. The Seraph, that's it. Bingo, bango, bongo. All right. Man, we turned the tides of this game with some well-timed draws, didn't we? No! Okay. That's pretty good, too. 12 mana. Time to start attacking. What do we still have left in the deck? 2 more sprites, Epic Confrontation, Savant, another flyer, the Golem, and the Depth Charge Colossus. Well, we know our rocks down there. This is good for us. Clearing off all these creatures. They will get a Power Stone here to trigger the Steel Secret, but that's not a huge deal. And time to start leveling up our sprite. Uh-oh, that's a big boy. It's a very big boy. And they kept something on top, huh? Well, I'm gonna take a hit for 10. That's okay. Maybe I should be... Well, no, I don't think we're supposed to be activating our Thran Spider, right? 1 Golem, 1 Depth Charge Colossus. This looks at 4? I kind of like just continuing to pump up my sprite. Oh, they have a recommission or something. Ooh, maybe they have the 5 mana repair thing to bring back their Combat Thresher. Oh, they didn't even attack. Oh, well, that's good. Let's put them on a 2-turn clock then. We want to play out our land, because if we draw another land next turn, we can double activate. I guess they're not dead next turn. They can chump with Steel Seeker for 1 turn. Nice. Woo! Well, that looked very bad at the beginning, but we were able to draw pretty well there. Drew the shoot down for the damn altar. And then stabilized pretty hard, even though our opening hand and draws were really bad. So, good little blue-green deck there. Fantastic. And again, if you're going to draft this style of deck, you really need the mana sinks. And we had Spider, Savant, 3 sprites. We had more in our sideboard if we wanted to. Just plenty of stuff to do. Like, you saw there, I ended the game with 13 mana, and I was, like, even another land the following turn would still have been good to double activate things, so. Nice little blue-green. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed. Hit that like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. And I'll see you back tomorrow for some more. Bye-bye.